welcome to the Save Watt Wheelie Awards. We are Talker and Riyadh. I am your host, Joe Perry. With me here are my co-hosts, Jen Isgro and Tom Kokoza. How you doing tonight, Jen?
Not so good, Joe. I gotta say, kind of had some terrible, awful, horrible, no good, very bad news a couple hours ago about our beloved Wheel of Time television show. But we soldier on. We're here in our finery to celebrate season 3.
There you go, SM. I think SM said it perfectly. We bury
Yes.
our dead and move on. What else is there?
God.
Tom, how are you doing this? I don't know.
Oh, Joe.
I don't
Been
know.
better. It's been a really rough last 6 hours or so since the news broke that Amazon was not going to be renewing the show. Kind of pivoting, I think, from what we were originally intending to do, but I think in a larger sense, not really, right? Because what we were planning to do was to celebrate season 3, which I think still needs to be celebrated. And now instead of asking Amazon to renew, we're working with every other streaming service out there to save Wheel of Time. How about you, Joe? How are you doing?
I don't know. Today's a crazy day. It's a lot of emotions. I feel like I don't know how I feel. Like this came out late in the afternoon. We were chatting about it when we saw it, chatting with some other people about it. And it was kind of, I don't know, like I'm not surprised, to be honest with you, because we knew this was a real possibility. Mm-hmm. And then like I was posting in Discord, like I've mentioned this before, there's Around the Horn. It's a sports talk show. This was their last episode. They show ended, it canceled, whatever, after 23 years. And that was something I watched like just about every day. So I was upset about that. And then, you know, I'm a Knicks fan, and that was that horrible game the other night. And there's a game tonight, and I don't even want to think about it. So yeah, there's a lot going on, and I'm kind of yeah. And the whole thing was like, oh, we're doing this awards, and they just canceled Watt. This sounds so fucking inappropriate. You know, but then we were like, no, we gotta do it. Everyone, we set this all up. It's not like no one's died.
That's true. And like, you know, we were talking about it on this Discord, on other Discords. I know they've been having the same conversations. Plenty of shows have survived. Original network has canceled it. Another network picks it up, right? So, you know, there's definitely hope there. I think there's some hope from the cast and crew as well. Like, it's a viable possibility. So, you know, nothing's set in stone.
And it gave me an idea for a show topic for next week.
There you go.
Okay.
We did an episode.
We're still going. Okay, we're still doing this. Okay, good.
Remember we did the episode after Barney left the show and the recast. We did a whole episode talking about like some popular shows where they recast like a main character. So we're gonna do some research and find some shows that were canceled on one network and then picked up on another network. I think we actually mentioned a couple in a previous episode.
I know one already, but I won't say it.
I got one too.
I've got 2 in my mind already, maybe a third. But anyway.
There you go. So before we get started on the actual content of the program tonight, I just want to remind everybody who may be watching this but didn't get a chance to participate, these Wheelie Awards were not decided by us. We're presenting them, but they were voted on by the fan base of the Wheel of Time.
Yes. We put the call out to the fans to vote on these. Now, the nominations were made. I can go. Do we want to go through the nomination process? I have the page right here. I could read the procedures and protocols for nominations.
We know the accounts from Ernst & Young.
Yeah, I was going to say this is when the boring people come out and talk about the financial aspect of the show.
But like basically, like there was a 2 rounds of nominating process, one to get candidates, then one to determine which were the final 5 nominees that then were voted on by the entire fan base.
So there was one category where there was 6 because there was a little bit of a discussion, and we'll probably talk about that because some people might say, wait a second, how did that nominee get in there? But we're going to talk about that when we get to it. And like Tom said, Ernst & Young has approved everything. So
Right.
we're okay. We're definitely okay. As you can see, we're dressed up in our awards attire because, this is an awards ceremony and you got to look the part.
Yes, it is.
It's true.
Definitely not wearing leggings.
No.
Yes,
Definitely not.
Tom is definitely wearing pants.
There's a 50% chance that that's true.
Stick around to the end and you might find out.
This tie looks gold when I look at it at home. It looks very like silvery bronze. But you know what? It kind of looks like the Wheel of Time logo, I think, the color of it. So I'm okay with that.
We have a message from Donald Finn. Donald wants to say something.
We got three of you here. Is it Jen, Joe, and Tom?
That's right.
Yeah,
Thank you, Donald.
Yeah,
Thank you,
thanks,
Donald.
It
That's true.
is, Donald.
Thanks.
All right.
I feel like I don't want to. While I do want to talk about the cancellation of the show, I feel like we need to throw some awards in there. Otherwise, people are just gonna probably get really sad and maybe cry a little bit and drink a little
Joe,
too much. So
you just playing that made me so emotional. I'm like, oh my God. It has to be Joe, Jen, and Tom. I'm gonna cry. Come on, let's go.
are we ready?
Let's do
Are we
some
ready?
awards.
Let's do the
Are we
awards.
ready for awards? Are we ready
Yes.
for awards? So what is our first award? Let's I got to make sure I have this all set up.
don't know.
Pretty sure I do. Let's check out this first award and see what's going on first. Yeah, here we go.
Oh, okay.
Jen, do you want to take the first award?
Sure. Our first award of the night is the best new character of season 3. And the nominees are Elida, Ravine / Gabriel, Jean or Jeane, Fail or Faile.
All right, so I think a lot of people were probably thinking, well, Mogedion was in season 2. She was at the very end of season 2, and this was something that was hotly debated by us and the firm of Ernst & Young and Gabe and Amis. And we decided that we thought of like baseball, right, Tom? Or you want to talk about like Rookie of the Year eligibility?
Yeah, basically.
People want to hear about this right now, I think.
Right. So basically, in baseball, if you come up in a season and you get a very limited number of at bats, less than roughly 100, you maintain rookie eligibility. Even if you start in one season, you are eligible for the Rookie of the Award a year the following season. We gave that same kind of science and applied it to Mogedion's character, having such a limited amount of screen time in season 2 that she maintained new character eligibility in season 3.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so I think that's legit. I think we're right because we said it. So do we want to, Jen, reveal the winner of this award, best new character? So wait, let's talk a little bit about some of these new characters first before we give the award away. I was jumping the gun. Right, Elida, Shora Agdash, there was Elida. That's a pretty strong contender there.
Yeah.
I know, right, we had our spouses on, and Brendan, right, was one of Brendan's favorite characters, and our spouses loved her. So everything, I think, with her is probably pretty... I think she's a strong candidate for this. That's all I'm saying.
I do as well. Really nailed the performance.
Yep.
Oh, yes. Yes, I think we might see that soon, actually, when we talk about best costume.
Don't give it away.
Okay. Well, everybody voted on it, so they know who was in the category, so...
Okay.
We got Fael, who was a pleasant surprise this season. I think a character more likable in the show than maybe her book character is, or at least at first.
Yeah, I think so.
Love her.
Yeah, very strong. Comes in right away, seizes the camera, I would say.
Yeah. Melaine, another one, not a big role, but I think she did a lot with that small role, and I really like the character and the demeanor of Melaine. Almost cold and compassionless, but then there's that whole scene with Avienda being called for a wise one, and she shows that she does have a heart. And then Moghedian.
Good old Moghedian.
I know who I voted for in this category. Do you know who you voted for?
No, I don't remember who I voted for at all on any of these.
It was that long ago. How about
I
Tom?
didn't write it down.
Tom, do you remember?
Who I voted for this category? Yes, I do.
All right. Well, are we ready to reveal the winner, Jen?
Yes, and the wheelie goes to...
Oh, it didn't. It didn't move.
It didn't move yet.
There it is. Congratulations,
Wow.
Moghedian. I think you stole our hearts.
I don't know about that.
Hearts.
She stole my heart.
Along with your underpants.
Well deserved.
War in our face.
Yes. Well deserved indeed. Definitely one of the outstanding performances of the season, I would say.
I agree. And I love how the image that you have of her makes it look like she's causing the sparks in the background as well.
Well, this is the Jai Chim scene.
I know what it is, but like the her channeling between her hands like lines up pretty well with the background is all I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I didn't get it at first there. All right. Tom, you want to deliver this next category for us?
Sure. I would love to do that. All right. Our next category here at the Wheelies is Best Costume for Season 3. Your nominees are
I hear something.
Lanfear in her
Hey, do you hear that?
Maleficent
Yeah, what is it?
garb. Lord Gabriel in the Hall of the Tower. Elida in her I think it's her politicking garb in episode 3, I believe. My personal favorite, Jane's travel garb in Tanchico, and then Elida again in episode 8, Cold Open. These are really, really, really strong choices.
Yeah, I think there were so many costumes, so many great costumes this season. It was there, and there were so many nominations, and the voting, I think, was very, very close on these. There was a few other costumes and, characters with their outfits that didn't make it in that were like very, very close behind these. So
Joe,
congratulations to all the nominees.
You might have music playing in the background by accident.
You have music? What kind of music do you hear?
The Watt Idol ad. They're hearing in the chat.
Oh my God, are you?
I don't hear it,
I hear something.
but they
in
do.
the
Joe's just really excited. I don't know. I'm just very excited about August.
Oh my
Well,
God.
hopefully that didn't overshadow all of my patter, but I'm not going to say anything because I don't know who's won this award, but I certainly did not create 10 fake accounts to vote for Jane.
I think that this fandom likes a long red outfit.
True.
It's like-
they're fans.
Yeah.
Well, two of them are. Elida took two of them
But
already.
still,
That's
there were a
true.
lot of costumes on this show, and this is
Did
the
it-
majority of what we came up with here.
Did Rand's red jacket win in this for season 2? I think it might have.
I don't know. We'd have to go back and check. The interesting thing too about the Lanfear one is like we didn't even really see much of that costume in the episode because you only
No.
really saw it.
Ridiculous.
Like it was a dark scene, and she's wearing
So
all
it kind
black
of behind pieces of semi.
behind pieces of Samael, and then the close-ups you only see like from the shoulders up.
Doesn't make a difference. It's awesome.
It is awesome.
Almost every outfit she has in this season is unbelievable. So I think that she probably has like a 7-way tie for 6th place on this.
Yeah, and I liked. I believe the description of Lord Gabriel's outfit was, I think Gabe said, Lord Gabriel's player haters ball outfit.
100% what it is.
Yeah. And as soon as he said that, I knew exactly what he meant. Like when he mentioned
Staff.
it.
Yeah.
Knew
Very
exactly
nice.
what it was. That's a great
right.
description. I should have put that in there. Yeah. All right.
So,
Jen,
let's
do
find
you
out.
remember who you voted for in this one? No? Still no? I'm going to ask you every time.
No, I don't. I don't remember it. I don't know. I like all of these.
All right, Tom.
I don't know.
All right.
Ready for the winner?
And the Willie goes to Lanfear. Accepting on behalf of Lanfear is Matt Hatch, who's not really here, but in his heart, he's accepting.
Congratulations, Lanfear. She snuck in there. She snuck in the awards.
Episode 8.
She won.
Yeah, that's it.
Wow.
That is a pretty wild costume.
Amazing.
This also evokes that she doesn't wear the same costume in the what's it called scene, the Ways, right? The alternate future Ways scene, right? She wears a different one.
I don't think so, but it was so quick.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So a lot of people were talking about those costumes, but I was like, well, you got to pick one. We can't put like five,
Yeah.
like whatever, 7 costumes in, in one as one. It's too.
Too much.
Yeah, it's too much. It's gonna win if we did that. So, we've got some news to share.
Oh,
Yeah,
Interesting.
Let's share this. All right. Tomorrow, Rob from Malkier Talks is hosting a Renew Watt, well, probably now a Save Watt live watch party on YouTube. So go check that out. They're going to be watching the entire 3rd season tomorrow. So I imagine you can just jump in anytime during the day and you'll be able to do some live rewatch with them. So
yeah. So if you're very angry with Amazon and you're thinking of canceling your Prime subscription, feel free to do that, but wait until after the live watch party tomorrow. Okay? Get your last memories of the show and then rage attack Amazon Prime with your wallet.
yeah, for sure. Right. And the show's over, but that doesn't mean, right, we still can enjoy the show and do all kinds of cool things as we're going to talk about during this episode, because there's other cool things that are happening in the Wheel of Time fandom in the coming weeks and months. So we'll be talking a little bit more about that later. But I think we have another award to give away.
Oh, okay, let's do it.
Is that right?
I believe that's correct.
All right. I think this one is mine. So let's see what we have coming up next. Ooh, best fight.
Ooh.
Here we go. This award is given to the best fight in season 3.
So
Everyone
it's
got
not
that?
just a clever name.
You notice in like some award shows, they like give like this award is given to, and then they give like a description about like a little background about how they vote for it or whatever.
right.
Yeah.
We
But
looked
then-
at the
but
fights
even
in
for, like-
season 3 and we
Yeah.
said which are the best.
Yes. But I mean, I feel like the award titles themselves are self-explanatory, but then they explain it and it's like, yeah, we know.
Got it.
We got that already. All right. So the nominees for the best fight are, let's get a full screen of this. Perrin versus the Dark Friend and Trollocs. Berserk. Now this is specifically Berserker Perrin, hammer and axe, right? When he picks up
Right.
the hammer and axe and kind of goes crazy towards
Kill
the
the
end
ones
of
I
the fight.
miss,
Yeah.
parent.
Yes. Next up, we have Matt versus Galad and Gowan. Now this was
Excellent.
this was one that I think everybody who read the books was waiting for, and we got it. You got this, everybody. Let's celebrate. We got this scene.
That's right.
Alana and her warders versus the Black Aja. Yes, they're out on the streets of Tar Valon. Definitely a great fight there. Loyal versus the Waygate. Although not much of a fight. It was still
So
pretty
no,
epic.
no decision, I guess. I don't know.
No
I
decision.
think the Waygate won.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Waygate don't look too good at the end of that fight.
Okay.
And then Bane and Chiad versus the Dark Friends. That would be right outside the Waygate while Loyal's fighting the Waygate. So basically like 3 of these fights all happen at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I want to say too, I think it's funny that only one of these 5 fights has channeling involved in it. The
Yeah.
rest
Yeah,
are
so-
just knockdown dragouts.
Yeah, so, one of the fights that was in the running for nomination was Moraine and Lanfear at the end, but I don't think a lot of people liked it. Or at least there wasn't a lot of nomination, additional.
Yeah, well, it got to the first round of nominations, didn't make the final cut. We're not here to talk poorly about any scenes. Just to be on the nomination list is an honor, let alone to be
Of course.
nominee, right? But I'm very curious. I think there's a ton of strong candidates in this field. And I'm very curious to find out who's won, Joe. Do you remember who you voted for?
I don't remember, actually. I think I know who I voted for. I think I've narrowed it down between two of them that I think I voted for because I was the first person to vote. And this was put up like 2 weeks ago. So I like you, Jen, don't remember every one. But this one was a tough one, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're very different, all of these fights, right? You've got, the Two Rivers, the Battle of the Two Rivers going on, and Perrin just going berserk in there and killing a bunch of things, right? Matt versus Galad and Gawain, that's just them sparring. The Alana and her warders, now that's the one with the one power, right? A lot of cool stuff happens in that fight. A lot of flies in that fight, kind of.
Yeah, a very long jump. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
A lot of healing.
Light as a feather. Loyal fighting the Waygate is not a conventional fight, really. It's more like a video game thing. I gotta destroy the way, like an MMO game. You have to destroy the Waygate. Everyone has to do it at the same time to defeat the raid.
The cut scenes from Street Fighter where Guile has to break all the barrels.
Okay. I was thinking it's one of those things where it's like, that you have to go in and destroy the gate, but you don't realize it's not a fight, it's a puzzle.
Well, this wasn't a puzzle, though.
It is. He's trying to figure out what's the right way to destroy it. And he has to figure out where to strike.
Yeah, but this is an odd scene because he seems to know, he went into this whole thing thinking that he could destroy it, but not really sure. Clearly, right? Because he doesn't know at first how to destroy it.
He wants to destroy it, and then he knows the only way to do that is going to kill him. So he's trying to do everything but that.
Oh, you think he knows the first thing? You think he does know how to do it, going into that when he makes his decision?
No, I mean, I think he knows it's a possibility that he's not coming out. Because even if he figured out a way to destroy it and it didn't fall, he still might not have been able to come through.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But now we're just doing a show about Loyal and the Waygate. But I don't know. I think that he thought it was a possibility that he would have to hit the ground, but he waited to see if anything else would work before he did that.
Okay.
All right.
And the Bane and Chiad versus the Dark Friends. That was a good fight. They basically murdered about, 50 people or so?
Yeah.
And Trollocs.
Yeah. There was absolutely never a doubt in my mind that I had no fear.
I thought that there was a chance that it was going to be a total party kill. This
well,
segment.
because of the Waygate, but during the fight, I was just more people showed up and they were tired, but it's okay.
No, the explosion went over them. It just went
because they ducked.
They ducked.
No, they didn't duck. They were on the. They were on the ground about to die.
That's right.
They had lost the battle. They were on the ground about to die, and then the explosion kills all the bad guys.
Well, we'll never know, I guess.
That's true. They could have. Right. It's true.
They were playing dead. They were luring them into a false sense of security.
They could have tried to catch the spear as it came down.
Oh, you think they planned that out? That was they were playing possum.
Yep.
Okay.
Perhaps.
I'm gonna reveal the winner. I think people are gonna want to know who the winner is.
I do.
And the winner for Best Fight Season 3 is Matt versus Galad versus Gawain.
Are you trying to drink whiskey the entire time the claps are happening?
I'm trying to stop drinking whiskey when the claps stop.
Right.
So I think your confusion is that I want to stop drinking. Right. Okay. All right. So anyway, that was a shocker to me. I did not think that was going to win, and I'm glad it did.
That was the book fight, right? Out of all of those, that was the thing that happens in the books. I think that people were really looking forward to. So
yeah,
it wasn't total. I think that if I recall, that was a close That was a close one. A lot of these were really close. Some of them were like...
Only you and the auditors from Ernst & Young know.
Yeah, I'll share with you guys later. But nobody else. All right, Jen, are you ready to share the nominees for the best villain?
I am, Joe. This is a stacked field. The best villain of season 3, and the nominees are Lanfear, Mogedion, Elida,
Why are you waiting so long between them?
Lehendrin,
It's dramatic, Joe.
and Ravine.
It's not like there's... It's not like...
Like they can't see it on the screen.
No, it's
waiting
not
for
like
the
they're showing a
reaction
video clip from the show, like, like in the...
I'm setting a tone, Joe, okay? They're villains, we have to be dramatic,
That's it.
okay? We've got 3 Forsaken here, 1 wannabe Forsaken,
Yeah.
and 1 very misguided, evil person who is... to nobody's surprise, the Dusty Wheel voted for Lanfear.
Meh.
I mean,
A strong nominee.
this is tough. This
Gowan.
is really tough. I mean, there's somebody conspicuously missing from the nominees, though, Tom. I don't know if you want to...
Shut up.
Shut up.
Valda.
No, well, yes, that's
well,
my...
Valda's-
That's, yeah.
No, I think
Valda.
Jen's poking
R.I.P.
fun at my main man, Samael, who got dogged in this season.
I'm not
But
poking fun. I'm allowing you to let your feelings out.
I'm gonna say this. I'm fine with all the adaptation changes that they make in the series. I've been fine with that. I was very sad to see somebody that I felt was the most complex, interesting on the page, Forsaken, reduced to kind of a bum, But I was very happy that before this terrible news today, the show released the gag reel that some of us got to see. At Jordan Con, so you got to see my favorite part of the gag reel. I fucked the hammer. That is terrific. And Cameron Jack, you took a very small part and made it awesome. So
Wait a second. They showed that at Jordan Con?
Yes.
You guys didn't
Yeah.
say that. You didn't tell me that.
Yes,
Mm,
I
we did.
recorded it on my phone to show it to you, but the recording was so bad you couldn't, so I never did.
There's probably when we were
Oh, I
like,
shouldn't have said that. I wasn't supposed to do. Oh well, the show's canceled. Who cares? Come for me.
You're banned from Jordan Con
I
now.
never showed it. I never showed it to anyone. I recorded it the second time when nobody specifically said, "Don't record this." So technically, I didn't break any rules. Come for me, Amazon.
The auditors from Ernst & Young are coming for us.
Oh well.
It was
No one ever saw it. It's still.
This
I
was
still love you.
this was a
was so-
season for villains, though, I would have to say.
Yeah.
I
Speaking
think
of villains, I broke the rules.
let's add Jen to this list.
I win.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, yeah, appropriate, Joe, for an adaptation of The Shadow Rising. Very strong villain season.
I have perfect beat.
Yeah, Jen's got perfect beat.
Sure
I
you
do
do.
have perfect beat. Forsaken are people too.
Yeah, they are Forsaken our people too.
Wow.
This was a season though for villains. I mean, right, 3 of these are Forsaken. I don't know if we have any non-book readers, so maybe we won't get too spoilery for this.
No, but just in the show itself, there's a lot. You said there's villains. There's great villains in this season that didn't even make this list.
Yes.
Right?
A lot of outstanding performances. This is a tough one. Jen, are you ready to reveal the winner?
I am. And the wheelie goes to...
I did it again.
Oh my god, I can't breathe.
There it is.
Wow.
This is Mogedian's second Wheelie Award tonight
Previously won.
for Best New Character.
That's amazing. Oh, that was
Wow,
well done.
Mogedian.
Mogedian is
Coming in strong.
cleaning
Easy.
house. Mogedian is cleaning house. Sweep. It's going to be a clean sweep.
Wow.
Sorry, she wasn't nominated for best costume, so
She won. Imagine she won every award.
Yeah. Okay. So what's
got,
next, Joe?
We've got another awesome Wheel of Time event coming up in August. And I think people should go to this. Malkier Con 2025, August 29th through the 31st in Prague. Right? Tickets are on sale now. Go to Prague. Go to Malkier Con. That's where they made the show.
They used to make a show there. I was
Yeah.
just going to say that.
They used to make a show there. Juliet, right? Friend of our show.
Yes.
Will be the guest of honor, right?
Yes.
At Malkier Con, you get to meet Mama Coffin.
Yeah. That's going to be quite an event. And like I said, it's in Prague. So that's awesome.
Beautiful city.
Beautiful
For those
city.
of you who have been to a convention here in America but have not gone to Malkier Con yet, think of all of the friends that you've made that have come over from Europe and returned the favor.
That's right. Tom and I did once.
Just once.
Once, Johnny. All right.
Tom, it's time to announce our next awards. Are you
Yes.
ready?
Yes, I've loosened it up a little bit as we've gotten later in the night. Let's get the next award going, Joe.
All right, here we go. There it is.
Wow. Best book adaptation. All right. So the Save What Wheelies nominees for best book adaptation in season 3, the best piece of season 3 that was adapted from the book. That's what it means, right? 1, Rand's journey through the glass columns. 2, Swan tells Matt the Uncle Huan story.
Juan.
Can you imagine? Oh my God. I could just imagine now.
Al Pacino giving
Pacino
Al Pacino, Swan.
Juan.
just doing that. I think it needs
See, we should have got a cameo from Al Pacino.
Mogedian
Huan
compulses
story.
Nynaeve and Elaine. The Bubbles of Evil from the end of episode 1. And again, second time nominated, Matt fights Gowan and Khalad. So I think, all 5 again, tremendous. I got to say, I think there's one here that's going to be very, very difficult to beat.
Yeah.
Me. But I
That's
might be
you?
wrong.
Oh, I thought you meant you were going to be difficult to beat when you said that. I thought you were bragging or something.
No, I'm not adapted straight from the books.
If you say so.
As tough as that is to believe for some.
Well, one of these already won a wheelie tonight, though.
That's true.
How wild is that?
Well, we already got one 2-time winner. Will we have a second 2-time winner for this award, Joe?
The tension is palpable.
I know, there is one on this list, the Mogedian compulsing. Notice how I put compulsing there.
Yeah, I did
Compulses
notice
there. Nynaeve and Elaine is. That was one of my favorite scenes of the season. And I don't know, it was just such a great scene. I mean, again, Leia Costa was awesome in this scene, and the other 2 played off of it really well.
Yeah, I think all 3 of the performances were tremendous in this scene. I think all of these scenes are really very strongly done, but I agree with Goat Brother. Without seeing who wins this award, episode 4 is the best episode of fantasy television I've ever seen, ever.
Alfwich says Moggy again, compulsion for the win.
Oh, see, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of well, Rain and Roydy, and I feel like you're a little biased with your name.
It's tight in chat.
Yeah, see? Oh man.
Glass columns. What else? Yeah. Yep. We got a lot of thoughts here. I didn't see Bubbles of Evil on it, thinking that would have been a popular one because I think most people weren't. I wasn't expecting to get a Bubble of Evil or let alone. Well, we did talk about maybe getting one, but I didn't expect to get all or multiple.
Yeah, I didn't expect to get multiple ones. I did not expect the playing cards to be in it at all. Obviously, they weren't in it the same way they are in the books, but the other ones were fairly faithful adaptations of that, given from what's happening in the show.
Yeah.
All right, let's see who the wheelie goes to. Rand's journey through the glass columns.
Well deserved.
well deserved. Everybody else, all 5 of those scenes were tremendous, but you're going up against something that's just unbeatable.
I want to watch it right now, actually. Just looking at this picture made me want to watch it.
Right, well done, well done.
You can watch it tomorrow.
That's right, you can
Malkier
watch it tomorrow.
Talks. Or you could watch it right now, really, if you just want to put it on in the background and watch it while you watch this.
But don't pay
While you
attention to
watch
it.
this,
Watch
just stay
us.
here. Yeah.
Yeah, watch us, for sure. All right, let's see what our next award is. This would be, this is me, right? I'm up?
That is you, Joe.
This is me.
Oh, most emotional scene in season 3.
God.
The
I think
most
it's-
emotional scene is the scene that had the most emotion in it or evoked the most emotion from a viewer.
Which viewer, Joe?
The viewer
Viewers like
voting
you.
on this.
One particular viewer?
Yeah, the viewer who voted for this. That's
Okay.
who
Man.
it evoked. I don't expect the voters to go and like start polling other people about how they felt and then say, well, all these people felt this way, so I'm going to go that way.
Well, if you wanted to make this, an accurate award, you would, but
This must
Telling me
be
that,
so. Then this
are
is
you telling
the
me that you
scene that the
crowdsourced
most.
your votes for this?
I crowdsourced
don't
my
remember.
emotion. Jane crowdsourced her emotions.
outsourced emotions. Yes.
That sounds like
High
an emo song, like maybe a Dashboard Confessional song or something like that.
Yeah, or like a Black Mirror episode.
Yeah.
Crowdsourced emotions.
Crowdsourced emotion.
All right, and the nominees for most emotional scene in season 3 are. I should have these? I should have made it so like one pops up at a time. I'll have to do that next time. Lewin's
Next time
mother.
we should do next time. We should
Next
do
time.
clips.
Well, I didn't want the stream to get shut down. I wasn't sure if I'd get shut down for showing so much of the show. Lewin's mother shuns him for doing violence. Whew.
Yikes.
I think I teared up a bit on that one. Rand's reaction to Alcera's death. Ooh, that's a big one, especially in the books. Avienda called to become a wise one. This was a surprisingly emotional scene. Again, this, I talked about how Mullane in this scene was really, really good, and I thought I wasn't expecting this to be a very emotional scene, so it took me.
Yeah. I mentioned this a couple of times and talking about this both on our show and other places. Like, I thought Ayula's acting in this scene is possibly the best acting she does in the entire show. Just her reaction to the things that are happening to her is really, really impressive.
Yeah, and finally, Swan's speech before her death. This was another. This was another one that choked me up. And how many of you had the line "The world is changing" from a scene right before Swan's going to be executed?
No.
Nope.
Now, I remember there were people who said that wasn't Swan, which I didn't agree with that. But yeah, wild stuff.
The Lewin scene was super emotional, and it's funny because it wasn't even a character that we really know. It took like about 5 minutes for us to get invested in that character.
It was just the expression of his mother.
Yeah.
Like she had like the quivering jaw, and then Yosha's just like it's kind of funny, like the curl, like the curly long hair kind of fit it. It like added to the scene and the emotion.
Yeah, well, you can still see like this is not a grown man. This is still like half a child, and like who's not. I don't know. These were not conscious choices that he made, and yet he has to deal with the consequences of them. Terrible.
Yeah, Joey says Alcera's death. Carrie Stockman has Swan. Raina Ruidian picks Alcera. Melindra, of course, would pick Mullane talking to Avienda, but that's a good one too. Oh, here we go. The Gowan scene was so emotional. Which one, Rob? Which Gowan scene?
The one where he's knocked out in Bat's fight and then slowly gets up.
He put it in
comically
again.
falls down again.
Right, he put it in twice. Oh, Rob. Okay. Are we ready to reveal?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. And the winner for most emotional scene in season 3 is Swan's speech before death.
Wow.
That was a good one. I have to say, Sophie killed that scene. Like that would be like the submission for the Emmys. That scene right there.
I'm sure it will be.
That was quite an emotionally evocative scene. Sorry, I can't speak. It's got me speechless. It's how much emotion I'm getting choked up just talking about it.
A little verklempt.
I'll give you a topic.
Rhode Island is neither a road nor an island. Discuss. Anyway, getting off topic there. We've got more stuff. There's more things going on in the community that I think we need to share with
More?
everybody. Yeah, there's more.
Wow.
Not just Malkier Con, not just what was the first thing we talked? Oh,
The live stream tomorrow.
the live stream tomorrow.
Or save what?
There's so much going on I can't remember.
What else could there possibly be, Joe?
Well, the Soundscapes of Time
Wow.
has a Kickstarter going tomorrow. I believe is the end of the Kickstarter. So if you haven't gone there to support them or support Jordan, go to the Kickstarter for sounds. Just Google Soundscapes of Time. I don't have a link. I didn't come prepared. I put this together very last minute, at least this part. Maybe someone can find it and post it.
Yeah, if anyone can find it, post it in the YouTube chat, that'd be appreciated, I'm sure. But yeah, this is a tremendous thing. Everyone who's heard this has loved it. The original audiobook narrators, Michael and Kate, have endorsed this and said that they feel like it really adds a lot to the work that they did. So this is not in any way something that's trying to, I don't know, overshadow what we've already come to love. It's a project to embellish it. So support this, and then we'll be able to enjoy it for years and years to come.
Thank you, Gabe, for sharing that. I was gonna just look for it. Yeah, so it's an audio. It's basically an audio accompaniment to the audio books. It's like with music and sound effects and things like that. It's pretty crazy. Jordan just did like a live reading where people from the community read excerpts from the books with the soundscapes playing in the background. I did one too. It was a lot of fun. It was really cool. It adds a lot to it. Music always adds so much to things. So I think it is time for our next award.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh. Could it be?
Who are we up to? Jen, is this your turn?
It's my turn again.
All right, Jen.
Here we go. Hope everyone's ready.
I'm gonna go. Bring it up on the full screen.
Yes! Best line of dialogue, season 3. These are the best lines of dialogue from season 3.
Are you getting paid by
Each
the
of
minute,
these-
Jen? No, what's going on here?
A line of dialogue. Actually, it's not. Dialogue is between two people, but you guys get it. Okay. The first line is from episode 304, Lewin's mother to Lewin. Who are you that calls me mother? Hide your face from me, stranger. I had a son once with a face like that.
Man.
Episode 307, Perrin to Fail. Kill the ones I miss.
It's more like kill the ones I miss. Or else, I don't, something like that. I don't remember.
I don't know.
Tom, you want to take a shot at it?
All I can think about is her face after he says it.
Yeah.
And man, is he getting it that night. Anyway.
Episode 301, Jean Cade, about her warders dying. It's so good.
I know it's what Jen voted for.
I'm actually not sure because my favorite line of the whole season is also here. Episode 306, Nynaeve to Min. Well, that's just my face. And episode 303, Matt to Galad. Mate, have a day off. That was my favorite line of the season. So I actually can't remember if I voted for that or It's So Good, which I did trademark, and I'm expecting a check from the show any day.
That's probably why it got canceled. They couldn't afford to
Yeah,
pay
all
you for
the
it.
money that they can't afford to make the show anymore because of all the times they have to, all the money they have to send me for the use of It's So Good.
So everyone,
Sorry,
you
guys.
can blame Jen. You can call her number is 212. No.
What?
No, it's not.
This is such a great field for sure. Like we just talked about the Lewin's mother to Lewin scene where Jen, remember even the captions didn't call her Lewin's mother after
She was
that
Migrant's mother at that point.
point. Like that just made it so much more like heartbreaking. The captions acknowledged that his mother shunned him and she no longer wished to be his mother.
Yep, she wasn't his mother anymore. Done.
Kill the ones I miss. That's such a great line, like from where it comes from, like the line delivered before that from Fail to this, and then, like you said, Tom, her look. Jen,
It's so good.
I know.
Okay, here we go. And the wheelie goes to.
Oops. I wasn't ready for you. You just like we didn't finish going through them, but okay.
You said Jen. I thought you wanted me to announce the winner.
Oh no,
Sorry.
I was saying
What
Jen.
did
It's
you
so
want?
good. I was saying because
It is-
that's your line. It's so
Okay,
good.
well they're all good.
They're all good.
They're all good. But there
Mate,
was only
have a
one
day
winner.
off.
Made have a day off is
I will.
perfect.
I will say this. I think I was the one who called that line up for a nomination because I do think that that's just a tremendous line.
Yeah.
Yeah, delivered tremendously well as well.
Yeah.
All right, Jen, you ready? You ready? You want to do
I
this
am
now?
ready. I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
And the wheelie goes to. Kill the ones I miss. This is Marcus Rutherford's first win of the night.
His first wheelie of the night, huh?
Previously nominated for Best Fight.
Fael was also previous. She didn't say the line though, I guess. So we
No,
wouldn't.
it's a Perrin.
Yeah,
the
it's a
Perrin
parent line. Yeah, again, so many good choices, all delivered with skill, and all memorable as well.
Yes.
What's going on over there, Tom?
Yes,
I
they
feel
are.
like you lost the ability to speak for a minute. You're like, the choices are with skill and they're good.
It's been a long day, Tom. I'm not gonna lie.
That's all right, man. I feel it. I'm proud for my man Marcus. I think he stealth MVP of this season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a pretty fierce line and delivered really well. Agree there. I don't think it was my choice. I don't think I picked this one, but I know, Tom, this is one of your favorites.
Yeah.
Tom, is this true?
Define pants.
Right.
People who are listening to this afterwards are gonna be like, what the hell? Why did he just say that?
Yeah.
You'll never know.
I don't know.
All right.
Should we get to the next award?
Let's get to the next
Sure.
award.
All right.
All right.
Controversial.
So the next Save What Wheelie is Best Change from the Books, Season 3. So we previously had Best Adaptation from the books. Now this is the Best Change from the books. So this is a scene that is not done the same way as it's done in the books. Our first nominee, Matt and Min's friendship. Something that really doesn't exist in the books at all, and is tremendous fun this season. Second nominee, Rand and Maureen's relationship evolves. The third nominee, Egwene visits her friend's dreams. Aw, everyone's so happy in that picture.
Yeah.
Min goes to Tanchico is our fourth nominee, and our final nominee, a little musical number we like to call The Hills of Tanchico. Any thoughts on any of these nominees, Joe or Jen?
There's people in this world who will say this is all terrible because it wasn't in the books.
Right.
those people are idiots.
Mhm.
That's all I have to say about this category.
They're coming out in full force today.
Well,
Cheer
yeah,
our demise.
that's it.
Dance on our graves. That's okay.
Hills of Tanchico for Rain and Meridian.
Yeah.
Egwene's Dream for sure. That was an interesting. I did like that scene a lot.
Well,
I thought it was well done. There was a great like little device they would use to kind of share a lot of information very quickly and in a believable way. So kudos to the writers for that one.
I thought it was creepy that she did it, but I don't think it was out of character.
No,
Yes,
I believe
I
she
agree.
does something like that in the books, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she goes into Gawain's dream, right?
Yeah.
And does she? She also
Well,
tries to get.
she doesn't want to get into Gawain's dream.
She gets pulled in, right?
She gets pulled in because of her lure.
The lure of the
yes.
Gawain.
She I agree with Jen. Like, it's very Book Egwene
Yeah.
coded, that scene. Just like, I have this ability, I can use it. That does it. Who cares about propriety? But yeah, I think it's tremendous and has an unbelievable horror film kicker at the end of that segment that really nails it home. I think Matt and Min's friendship is such a strong thing in this season. And, it's something that this relationship is really just completely fabricated for the show. And then they've done a really good job with it. I think in light of the news of today, the Random Moraine's relationship, like having some closure to it or having some sort of like, evolution to it, right? And them really being on the same page at the end of this season, it had some new weight to it. So, unfortunately, the voting was done before the news today, so I don't know if that's going to impact that any way or the other. And, the Hills of Tanchico was just revelatory.
Yeah. If you want to sing the Hills of Tanchico with a bunch of people, come to WatCon, because that's going to happen. Maybe even performed by the composer himself.
Ooh. All right.
Just saying that.
I think that a lot of these are just like scenes in the show, and the Matt and Min friendship is like a little more broad. And I mean, I think that changes the show for the positive in like so many ways.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard to compare even that with like the Hills of Tanchico.
Yeah,
So
and I mean,
it
loosely fits this category.
Yeah.
Like just saying, oh, we added a song, like that's a change. You're right, Jen. Like these other things are like story changes, not like we put in this one-off scene.
Yeah.
Like even Min Goes to Tanchico is a story change, right? It's not just one scene, but like a couple of these are scenes. So I think I know what you voted for. I think I know what I voted for, and I don't even know if I remember who won this. So
let's find out. The Wheelie goes to what?
I gotta be ready for that. Go ahead.
Ay. And the Wheelie goes to the Hills of Tanchico. Sometimes you gotta bet the chalk. Gotta say, love the still that we've taken here for the Hills of Tanchico. Tremendous.
It was tremendous. I rewatched this scene before. No, I didn't rewatch. I was watching the Dusty Wheel and they played this scene before. And I was trying to, because some of the things I didn't pick up on like the first, second, or third time I watched it. But maybe just rewatch
things, Joe.
Maybe just rewatching it and forgetting about like you said, the whole part with Elaine not really knowing what the song was about and then like realizing what it's about. But there's also like, I noticed another scene like when she first starts singing it and the crowd starts, molesting themselves. Like Matt's by a woman who does that and he sees her do it and he's like freaked out by it.
Yeah, he gets like very embarrassed. Tom's face when Elaine realizes it, and he's like, we're in it now. Right.
He's like,
And
yeah,
then-
yeah, I tried to stop you, but you insisted.
And then I think in another that is the best, like heartwarming thing, he's very done with Elaine from jump this entire season. And then that's my friend is what he says when she's
at the end.
you know.
I also
So-
love how she's like, how's that for the daughter heir of Angkor? Like that's just like be like part of the song.
Yeah.
So a well-deserved win here.
Yes. I think definitely a fan favorite. I mean, if you didn't like this song or this scene, just even out of context, pull it out of context. Just so fun, for sure. I mean, and it's not, I don't remember, right? So there is the scene where Elaine gets drunk the one time. I don't remember, does she sing in that? Like, not like a whole number. Do they mention she's singing at any point?
This is more like Amathera's songs that she has to sing for the Black Aja, kind of morphed into the Elaine gets drunk, morphed into like, you know, they need luck to save them from bad situations. Like it's all kind of like an amorphous, you know, consolidation, you know, condensation of a bunch of different things. But yeah, I think the impetus to this were the body songs that appear in the series, including the one that Swan has to do, I think in book 5, and Amathera's ones that she does in The Shadow Rising.
Yeah. So as I mentioned before, if you want to sing The Hills of Tanchico with a bunch of Wheel of Time fans late at night, come to WatCon. Because we will be doing that there for sure at the sing-along.
Which is hosted by us truly.
Yeah, the sing-along is hosted by us. So yeah, you got to come just for that. But there's an amazing guest this year. Sharon Gillam, the costume designer for the Wheel of Time, is going to be there.
We could see if she agrees with your votes.
Yes, we can. Yeah, we can share the results of that with her for sure. Tickets are still available July 11th through the 13th in Columbus, Ohio. So come to WatCon. It's a lot of fun. As I said, Sharon's going to be there. I don't know. Michael and Kate going to be there again? I don't even remember.
So. Yep.
I believe Michael and Kate are going to be there, and they do readings, live readings, and it's amazing.
Yes.
Nothing. You think it's so much more amplified, like when they're doing it in person, like reading an excerpt from the book in person, and you're in a large room with other people, and everyone's just silent listening to them talk, and then like people like kind of reacting to the scene. Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
Come just for that.
They're not only tremendous vocal actors, they're tremendous actors altogether. And not that they are on their feet acting out the scenes, but their body language, their facial expressions add so much to the scenes that they've done readings for so far. I am tremendously looking forward to this event, and hopefully we'll see you there.
Yeah. Right on, Skeeter. Mike and Kate are the best. Yeah, and they're also like just really cool to hang out with. They like to, they love to hang out and talk with everybody there, so they're also a lot of fun. And Kate will be up into the wee hours of the morning, so.
That's true.
I'm looking forward. That's only like, what, 7 weeks away?
I think so.
Yeah, about 7-8 weeks away, something like that.
How wild is that? Oh my God. It's coming up so fast.
I'm just wild about Harry.
All right. Shall we do the next award?
Please.
All right. This is me, right?
It is you.
The next award, the next Wheelie Award, will be given out to the best cold open. The best cold open is the best opening sequence of season 3 for an episode. That's how it's defined, a cold open. That's how we defined it, at least. Some of them weren't really cold opens, but none of those really made this list. Like they were just more scenes from the episode. But anyway, the nominees are episode 301, The Black Aja Attack.
Nice.
Episode 302, Morghese Becomes Queen. Episode 303, The Forsaken Tea Party. Episode 306, Leandrin's Baby is Born. And episode 308, Swan Becomes Amerlin. Those were some pretty amazing cold opens. I mean, you got the Forsaken Tea Party, which is a scene from the books, so I feel like that might be the front runner. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I don't know. There's only one scene here that features women shredding each other.
That is
the
true.
And I
The
feel like-
opening to
yeah.
episode 1 is
Starts
so
with a
strong.
bang.
Yeah, it's so good. Then again, I think episode 302 might be the most shocking scene, like for book readers
Maureen
in the
having,
series.
I'm sorry, more gays having just a bunch of people murdered.
Yeah,
in front of her
by their
children.
family.
Yeah, by their own family
Yeah.
with her little baby children in the room.
Well, they cover the eyes. It's fine.
Yeah, Linny covers their eyes. That's
Lindy
right.
took them out.
Yeah. No, they were there.
They were there. Their eyes were covered.
Linny was like this. Look, little kids.
Right. Just, give them the Malcolm McDowell.
Yeah.
Hamelin Orange.
Yeah. Episode. All right. Leandrin's Baby Born has a cameo by Sir Shocked to be appearing in this season. Right? Ishi Faris. Right.
Yeah.
The lot of strong
yeah.
candidates here. Right.
A lot of people in chat for 301.
Yeah.
Also, let's see. We got a 302. The other more
Okay.
gays one was a bit shocking. Gowan. Bob's really on a Gowan. Is it
Has John take over his account? Is that what
John's
happened here?
What Up's hacked Malkier Talks' YouTube account. 308. I like 308. That's a good one, right? Swan becoming Amerlin.
Yeah, you got Elida, like,
Coming out of
counting that part, Elida coming out of
yeah,
the,
that's part of the cold open.
red door frame, and
Yeah, you've got like the Alviaran kind of like betrayal,
Yeah.
and then setting up for the this. There's a lot of cool stuff there.
yeah,
Got the Karena
yeah,
Oh,
reappearance,
that's right. Yeah. Corona
Right?
appearance. Yeah.
Lelaine showing up in a way that none of us predicted. We
Yeah.
knew that she was going to be in the show. Didn't know that that's how it was going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of stuff, a lot of good stuff in 308.
Definitely. Are we ready for the winner?
yes,
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. And the wheelie for best cold open goes to episode 301, the Black Aja attack. Look at that ball of fire. How awesome is that? The ball of fire could not be here tonight to accept the award on its behalf. Jen.
the woman who was behalved.
Oh, well done. Well done, Jennifer.
If I remember correctly, this one like won by like a landslide.
Yeah, it should. They were all
Yeah.
good, but this is like
Yeah.
far and away the best one.
Yeah, for sure. It's so good, as Gian said in
I think
in
if you
this
start
actual
playing
cold
like a money sound every time. somebody says
Ching. I don't have money sound. I could play chickens.
this is-
Probably not.
It's not the same thing.
Not the same.
We'll work on it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, not a surprise. I don't think for me or for anyone. Maybe not. I don't know. There was a bunch of people though who picked something else in there.
Yeah, there's. I mean, they're strong candidates, but I think this one, like I said, sometimes you bet the chalk. It's okay.
All right. Are we ready for the next award?
Yeah.
Yes.
Jen. Here you go.
Okay. The best exit, season 3. This is best. We're using best very loosely. I think. The most exciting exit.
I would say the exit that's executed, no pun intended.
Yikes.
No pun achieved. Executed in the most
the best exit to watch, not necessarily how you felt. No, still not good.
No,
I
that's
don't know.
not-
All right. Well, that's what we called it. Okay. The slide says best exit. That's what we're going with. Best exit of season 3.
Oh, I thought you want to deliberate a little more, or
No, I'm good. I'm good.
okay,
I'm
we're
ready.
good.
Don't hamper me.
I am in a flow.
The nominees are Loyal destroying the bridge in the ways. Eamon Valda gets torched.
My man.
No.
Go.
Need to see that. Gene Cade gets bail fired. Deserves it.
No. Someone who dresses that fine should be in every episode of this show.
Okay. Well, she was. And Swan's execution. The scene was good.
The scene is very well done, right?
Quite
scene
the
is
way everyone might have hoped, but yeah. So those are our nominees for best exit.
Yeah, because this so most surprising exit, Loyal, right? I think.
right.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I would say
For
the
me.
one that surprised me
Yeah.
the most
Yeah,
was
for-
Loyal,
yeah.
right?
For me, the most
yeah.
satisfying exit, Valda.
But Valda.
I guess fine.
Yeah,
For me.
I wasn't expecting it until it came.
No.
And I was like, oh, they're gonna kill him. Oh,
It's the perfect. It's the
So good.
perfect way.
yeah.
Yes.
For him to die.
And he burns. Right. Yeah.
He burns by channelers not using their hands. It was like
Yeah.
everything.
But it's
Amanda Granger says Balefire.
I mean, it was tremendous.
Balefire
And-
was cool. I was a little underwhelmed by the Balefire.
No, I liked it. I mean, it wasn't like visually. It was whatever it was. You know.
Was it? Is Balefire supposed to be like? Oh, it's like actual force behind it where you can't it's a proton pack thing or something where they're like, oh,
but
I
it-
can't
I
control
don't
it.
know. It's just like a beam of light. I don't know. You don't know what.
Well, it
I don't
has
know.
to have some force behind it. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's going to look stupid on TV.
Right.
I imagine
It's
they
not a
made it.
flashlight.
Yeah.
I
It's not
imagine
like I turn the switch on. Oh, you're bail fired.
that's kind of what I thought it was. That's kind
The
of how I
rod
pictured
is
it.
the rod is out of control at the end of season 4. You can't control the rod. So maybe balefire
That's
from your
true.
hand
You're right.
is controllable.
Is she not
but the
controlling
rod,
it, or is she just being so reckless with it that she's just firing
I think
Balefire at everything?
I think there's a lack of control in that. Is implied to me.
Yeah.
Maybe
You're talking
not.
about when she's shooting the ceiling off and everything?
Yeah, I'm talking about in the books, when she's knocking columns
Oh, in
out,
the books,
walls
yeah,
are falling
yeah.
down.
Yeah.
That's too wild for someone
Beyond
just.
her, maybe
yeah.
it's beyond her power.
Oh,
It's
I always
wrong.
thought she was just being reckless and
It's
crazy.
possible.
Yeah.
But
I-
Jean's doing a little of that too in the show. She's relishing it.
She does relish, for sure.
She definitely enjoys being bad.
Fired? Oh,
Well, the
being
whole thing.
fired.
I don't think she enjoys being bail fired, but
She likes
Just
feels so good to be so bad.
it's true.
Yeah. And then Swan's execution was quite an exit, I will say that. It was definitely a very dramatic.
Yeah, this is not which one are we the happiest about. This is about which one was executed the best in the show. I think, we talked about it before.
Which character was executed the best?
Oh, come on.
I mean, 3 of these characters were basically executed.
We're yeah, but I think the sheer
Should we change it next year?
power, the
Oh, we
sheer
can't?
power
There will be no next
of Sophie's performance in this scene
Might
and the
be.
monologue that she gives, and I would say Shora's silent reaction to that is, in my mind, just a very, very strong underplay to that. I think this is a really good scene. That's all.
Best
I
execution.
think we need to stop saying, and me included, I can't get this thing right, that we're not going to do this again, because we are, because I'm going to put it out into the universe. I'm going to use the secret, and it always works.
No, it
another
didn't. It
streaming
hasn't always
service.
worked.
That's named after a fruit is going to pick it up, and it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
3 years from now, we're going to be
Elf.
talking about season 4.
That's right. Elf Witch, by the way, correct. Alviarid, one of my favorite characters in the books. Yeah.
Melindra, feel like Jane would be good with rods.
Love it.
Love it. Mel,
I-
can we give it?
I'm getting
It's
that
2
vibe.
rods. If she
Can
has
we-
one, she doesn't know what to do with
Can we
it.
pause and give it up
Jesus
for
Christ.
Mel, who created this wonderful Wheelie Award? Thank you so much,
Love
Mel. You're amazing.
Beautiful.
And who,
Yes.
on the dime when we had to change it from Renew Watt to Save Watt.
Save what?
Omar and Melindra coming up with a last minute
Graphic
fix.
edits. Appreciate that so much.
Awesome. So amazing.
All right. Who won this one?
Are you ready?
Oh, it's me, right?
It is you.
Yeah.
Okay. And the wheelie goes to Loyal destroying the bridge of the way. Oh my God.
Stunning.
Wow. The only accidental, or not accidental, but
The only one that wasn't done by another
wasn't
person.
killed by another person. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a suicide, kind of. A sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
A sacrifice is a better way. And I think what won it for this is, my guess is the hero of the horn music that plays.
Yeah.
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 I think that
He'll
won
be
it for everyone.
back.
Seeing some shocked
Maybe.
faces here in chat here. Right? Oh wow. Omar is my fave.
He's good people.
Jen,
Thank
Sherbet
you.
Mango fully supports your optimism.
Thank you. Listen, if you don't have optimism, you have pessimism. And that's not the way I live my life.
I am Cutie Pie.
That's deep.
Can we balefire Amazon's decision?
We
If we
can't.
balefire the
that.
person who made the decision, that goes back in time and that decision never happened.
Then
right?
another person makes the decision for them.
Then we
Forget
balefire that
about
person.
Amazon. We're done with them.
We could balefire all we
I'm going to
want.
call them Amazon Prime because I know they don't like that. We're done with Amazon Prime.
Oh,
We're done with
Stood up.
Amazon's The Wheel of Time.
Yeah.
Not
Remember
Prime
when we
Video.
called it the Wheel of Time on Prime?
Wheel of what on Prime?
What on Prime?
Those were the days.
No, those days are done. Now it's,
well,
if you think of a good, well, it's nothing yet, but it will be. It will be.
Yeah.
thanks, Yoda, Jen.
Will be.
You will be. You
will
will. You will be. You will be. All right.
Oh.
Let's do another one, Joe.
Well, before we do the last two, now I think I have to pull it up, but you're going to have to give me a second here.
Phrasing, Joe.
Are we still doing that? Phrasing? Is that something we're still doing?
If you say that, we are. Allow me to whip this out.
Yeah, just give me a sec here. I got to pull something up.
All right. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
You guys
I've-
got
I've-
nothing?
Nothing. I'm bannerless for the first time tonight.
I hear something.
Here we go.
I see something.
Distance.
Boom!
Hey, do you hear that?
Hey, we
Yeah,
have
what
something
is
else
it?
to look forward to. That's right.
Yeah.
We should probably use a trombone. We have. I can't.
This is Lauren's doing.
Yes, this is Lauren.
Oh my
Lauren is
God.
amazing.
Lauren. I did not see that in its entirety until just now. That was amazing.
Lauren's tremendous, and that as is that promo for this August.
Yeah, What Idol's back, everybody. For those of you who don't know, it's a Wheel of Time song parody contest. Anyone can enter. Just go to whatidol.com and find out how. I believe entries are due by July 20th.
Yes.
Got a lot of time.
There's
A lot
plenty
of
of
time.
time.
If
2 months.
and really, it's not like, yeah, there's a contest part of it where like there's a winner, right? But like the important thing about that, like a lot of other things that we've talked about tonight, is the celebration of the community, right? And like, if you've got an idea, or if you're like, hey, maybe I'll do it,
You
because
can also
it's going
team
to be
up
great.
with somebody too. Like, there's a
true.
lot of team ups that happen, and people work together to put out some amazing music.
And if anyone has an idea for us to you could tell us, because
I have an idea.
I would like us to pick a song that I've heard of.
Come on.
I've got
Sure.
one. We'll talk about it later.
I'm busting chops. It's tremendous amount of fun. It's a multi-day event, and you could go back now if you're feeling the longing, and look at some of the past Watt Idols. You can just watch our videos if you want, but you can watch all of them.
Just go.
They're
just,
really good.
Just click over to the playlist with our What Idol submission entries, and that's all you need. Maybe the other ones will pop up as like suggested videos, and then you could kind of go down like in one of those YouTube wormholes.
Yeah, they're really tremendous, and I hope I hope to see you there in chat for What Idol 5.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Looking forward to it.
Boy, the whiskey's hitting.
So
Whiskey's hitting them, guys.
Who's up? Who's up? Tom?
I think I'm up next. I did open this bottle
Oh my God.
before we started recording.
Let's see if he finishes the whole bottle.
No, I'm
Are we ready for the
About
next?
halfway. Yeah,
are we
I'm
ready for
ready.
the next category?
best performance of season 3.
Oh, we're getting
I'm
down
honored.
to the big ones.
I am honored to announce the nominees for the hashtag SaveWatt Wheelie Awards Best Performance for Season 3. This one's self-explanatory, folks. Yosha Shadowski as Rand al'Thor. Sophie Okonedo as Swan. Laia Costa as Moghedian. Rosamund Pike as Moraine. And Donald Finn as Matt. This is an unbelievably stacked category. I gotta be honest, like the person that I think might have given the best performance in this season isn't even one of the top 5 nominees. That's how stacked.
You think it was? You agree with Rob then?
Samael.
I agree with Rob.
Oh.
It was going. No, right? So, no, I think, you've got, like, I think Marcus gives an unbelievable performance just in episode 7 alone. I think that, I think that there's a lot. I'm sorry, there's a lot. And now the whiskey is hitting me because I've forgotten everybody's name. But I think there's tremendous. And yes, Noman Garden, Yosha Stradowski as Rand, that includes Rand's remembrances of his past.
Yeah, Rand et
Of-
al.
of
I should have put,
ancestry.
right?
His ancestry, right?
Yes.
I think, if you're going to pick a favorite here, you have to go Yosha just for the tour de force that he gives in episode 4. We talked a little bit about his Lewin scene. I think, all of those characters, to be able to have clearly defined different characters in sometimes no more than like 2 minutes of screen time is really an unbelievable task. To imbue those characters not only with distinction but with weight, and to allow the audience to really understand, even if they may not get every piece of lore, but emotionally what's happening over the course of this thing is really good. And for him to then carry that with him through the back half of the season, I think is tremendous. And then to have his whole Alcera arc, right? Of meeting her and like trying to like have like some of his innocence remain with her, to having that scene where he the first time he handles Aiel appropriately, where he accidentally dishonors her and then makes it right. And then obviously to his uncontrollable grief and self-hatred and his attempt to bring her back to life. Like, that's a tremendous scene where that's just Rand. Him in the last episode, also just really remarkable. I think, my favorite part of episode 8 is him at the end. I think he does a really, really good job of now walking the line of between has he embraced the one power too much kind of a vibe.
Yeah.
But that's not to knock the other people. We've talked multiple times on this episode here tonight about Sophie Okonedo and the performance that she gives,
Oh yes.
right? And Laia Costa,
Already won 2 awards.
2-time Wheelie Award winner,
Yes.
right? I feel like sometimes we overlook how good Rosamund is.
Yeah.
Like, we take for granted
We do.
that an actor of her skill and gravitas and what she brings to this role. But it's really a multi-layered performance when you look at it. And for her to have that kind of like to understand that her death is imminent, and to feel like the bitterness of like not being able to see the fulfillment of her life's work, to embrace that, and then to carry on with it, it's really good. And then Donald's just terrific. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, won a wheelie already tonight.
That's true, and I think he should possibly win this award just for finally calling out on screen what the White Tower looks like.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm clicking and dripping. Thanks.
You are.
I talked a lot. Joe, Jen, do you have any thoughts about any of these candidates before we find out who the winner is?
Who's?
Not nominated. Not nominated here.
Surprisingly, not nominated.
So
To make a long story short, everything you said, everyone was amazing, but I gotta go Yosha.
Sophie has a message for us, so let's just
I feel like I'm talking to the experts now, so I'm getting nervous.
There's no need to get nervous,
It's okay,
Sophie.
Sophie.
It's okay.
You
Sophie.
knocked it out of the park.
You did.
Both
You
in
knocked
the
it out of the
season
park.
and in our interview.
Are we ready?
I'm ready. Joe, are you ready for me
I'm ready.
to say? And the wheelie goes to Yosha Straczynski as Red Al Thor et al. This is Yosha's first award tonight. He's previously been nominated and taking a picture in the same spot I did in Times Square.
Yes, that's right. On the same day.
Yeah.
And I am Yosha.
It's Mission Impossible.
He's an hunt.
I've been Yosha this whole time.
That would be
Also-
a stunning twist.
We're also still pronouncing his last name wrong. It's Yosha Stradowski.
That's right. It is Yosha.
So let's try to fix that. I meant to say it at the beginning of the show and forgot. We've still been saying it wrong.
Well, that's
So
awesome.
there we go. Yosha.
Yosha, I apologize,
Stradowski.
but
Now
I'm
that the
going to
show's-
blame that on I am pronouncing it correctly, but I'm from New York.
I think a breakthrough performance for Yosha this season, in my opinion.
True.
Yep.
This
you know
was
what
a
I
tough
think?
one, but this was a
It's really
ran season
great.
for sure.
to have your one of your main characters finally like grab the torch and say, I'm going to be able to carry this show forward for years and years, only for Amazon to go, nah, that's not. Thanks, Vanessa.
See, this is one of the things you also get nervous about, where like you say, oh, there's hope, they could shop it to another streaming service. I don't know how long that would take to do that, and a bunch of these people might start doing other things.
Yeah, I
that
think
time.
that's your fear, right? But I would say this, and like let's not get too much into any of that. But like, if the people who have the rights to make the show, with Sony and the production team, whatever else, feel confident that they have the ability to shop this to somebody else. I think that if you're Yosha, you're like, okay, like I can wait a couple of weeks.
A couple
Right,
of weeks,
okay.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. If this goes on for, whatever, 6 months, I'm not gonna, my hope might dwindle somewhat. But Jen put it out. The secret's already been activated.
The secret's
So
been
I'm not worried
activated.
anymore.
That's it. Just put it out in the universe. That's all you
Long
gotta
live
do.
the secret.
Long live.
Yeah.
All right, we've got one more category. This is the final
Wow.
award of the night. Are y'all ready
Wow.
for this?
Bum, 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 bum,
I was waiting for one of you to do it. Stream shut down by whoever who's that?
Don't worry. Neither
Two
Jen
Live
or
Crew?
I.
Is that
did
Two
the-
Live Crew?
Is it?
Yeah.
No, is it?
Wait, I'm not sure. If I'm right, I'm gonna be really proud of myself. Hold on.
All right, here it is.
No, wait for us to find out.
The nominees for Best Moment in Season 3.
Wait, not get ready. Oh, it's
Too
too
Unlimited.
unlimited.
Oh,
sorry.
Too Unlimited. That makes sense, yeah.
All right.
That makes sense.
No, because that's the kind of music that they
Too
did.
unlimited. They literally say the name in the song, but it's fine.
All right, the nominees for Best Moment of season 3 of The Wheel of Time are Matt goes through the red door frame, Moghedien compulses Nynaeve and Elaine, Rand tries to save Alcera, Lewin's mother shuns him, and the boar.
Ooh.
This is a really hard decision.
That's what she said.
I know what I voted for here. I remember distinctly.
I don't remember what I think I remember what I voted for, but I'm not sure. I'd have to go back.
I know what it is because I know that I was the person to throw this event into the nominees, into the possible nominees. Best moment.
Okay.
And I don't know. I don't know what the winner is, but I know that it's something that I talked about a lot when we talked about that episode, because I thought it was tremendous.
Okay. Are we trying to guess what you picked or trying to guess the winner?
I'll say it after. I don't know what the winner is. I'm not going to guess the winner. I will say.
No. I thought you were trying to get us to guess.
Why. Yes, I don't know why I was being coy about it. I'm talking about the boar. I thought it was. I have no idea why. I don't know. Anyway, I thought that adding this kind of weird, super science fiction, Lovecraftian, Lynchian element to the show was just an unbelievable opening up of the world, right?
Yeah.
I know what a Nos would think.
We got it right there.
Right? Opens up the book, starts reading to me.
Oh, did that happen at Jordan?
That happened. There was a lot. Yes, it was a long conversation
about the fur, huh? Yeah, I did actually hear about the fur.
The boar is what Tom ended up being at the end of that conversation.
Oh, damn. That's hard. That's harsh.
Wow.
I wasn't there. I'm just basing it off that picture I saw where everyone was mad at you.
Thank you, Max. Thank you, Lottie. Sadai. You're with me. Yes, Matt and Lucha. These are people like me, or wise, learned folk.
There's a lot of mixed votes. I don't know if I'm putting up the same ones over and over again.
Finn meets the Finn. That's good, Aerith. All right.
Finn meets the Finn. Yeah.
All strong nominees.
This is the big one, all right? Are we ready? Are we ready to reveal the
final
Wheelie
award of the night
for best moment in season 3 is... Oh my God, it's a tie! Matt goes through the door frame and the boar! Oh my God!
I can't believe
it! How is it a tie?
I believe that happens when both have the same amount of votes. That's at least what Ernst & Young told me.
All right.
Wow.
So
do we have enough wheelies?
No, we're short a wheelie.
Oh no.
So Melindra, you're going to need to make another wheelie.
Craft another wheelie.
Does this mean like us and I are going to have another debate about this the next time we see each other? Since both of our picks tied for the premier award at the Wheelies? Bananas.
Premier award at the Wheelies.
Little Gowan. Gowan can fix this. Wow, a tie.
That's
there were
amazing.
a lot of votes. I will say this. There were a lot of votes. So the fact that the percentage was the same, and I was like, oh, let me look at the numbers, because sometimes the percentage is the same, but it's like 1 or 2, number difference, just because the numbers are so large. But it was the exact same number of votes for each one.
Do you feel comfortable sharing the number of votes that everybody? I don't
remember off the top of my head, and I'm not going to start clicking around to find it.
All right, fair enough. I'm shocked.
This
has never happened before.
It was
the history of the Wheelies.
I feel like it was
history of the Wheelies. This has never happened before.
It was close to 200 or something in that area.
That's amazing. Wow. That's amazing.
2 really good moments, though.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
And it was close. Like the other moments were not like far behind. Like they only won with, I think combined they had like just over 50% of the vote. The two of them combined. Oh, wow. So it wasn't like they ran away with it either.
Yeah, well, they were all super strong candidates.
Oh, they want to break the tie in the chat poll. You want to do like
I don't
an
know.
unofficial?
I don't know.
This is just for fun.
Yeah, we do just for fun. Just for fun.
We don't do fun around here.
Not anymore.
I mean, it's such a fun day. Let's.
All right, just for fun. The official winner is a tie.
Yeah. I like.
Compromise the integrity of the Wheelie voting system.
I will say this. I do enjoy that our final award of the night. There's like this kind of duality balance of things. But you know, we could have a
No, I don't want to.
straw poll for the winner.
Yeah, I think probably a show that has 2 really good moments should stay on the air for many years to come.
I agree. I mean, you know, I'm just a simple caveman. But
The poll is up in chat.
Podcaster.
I don't understand your world with its streaming services.
It's pretty close so far, the poll. Interestingly watching it.
I really hope the poll goes 50-50. Or you should have thrown a third option in there, like let it tie or
like you refuse to vote or something like that. Both? No, then the both option. Everyone would pick both then.
Yeah.
Then I guess it still would be a tie. We wouldn't have solved anything here. Wow, it's getting closer. How do you feel after all these awards? Any shockers? Anything you thought maybe you weren't expecting?
I'm trying to remember the winners.
That's what Tom was
versus the
thinking. He's
Waygate.
like,
That was best fight.
I've been
right?
drinking, Jen. I don't know what your excuse is.
Loyal versus the Waygate for best fight. That one.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, I think that was a shock to me.
shocker.
That was a shocker. I think it was kind of like a hammy pick in there, thrown in there that like people were gonna be like, we gotta do that. Loyal died. He fought a Waygate.
He fought a
Fight
Waygate. You should see the other guy.
You should see the Waygate. Crushed into pieces.
Sure, I'm falling, but that thing blew up.
Yeah. How many votes do we have? We only have 62 votes. Oh, there's over 100 people here, aren't there? Only 60. Let's get it up to like 80 votes, and then I'll close it.
It's just for fun.
Maybe people fell asleep while they were watching us.
Great.
Well, then if we're gonna do that, I'll vote.
It's not as bad as falling asleep while they're doing the show.
All right. I've seen now what the results of the vote are. People are not voting enough for the boar. So come on, cough it up. Cough up some votes.
Quick, log into all your YouTube accounts.
I only have one.
Soundscapes of Time post is fun. Oh, congratulations to Jordan and Soundscapes of Time.
I'm very, very happy to hear that.
For reaching your goal.
Yeah.
So we need a celebration music. We need celebration music.
Y'all ready for this?
No, I'm really happy about that, Jordan. And we'll all be happy to hear that soon.
I'm gonna close the poll when we hit 81 votes, just so it can't be a tie. Or should I do it when we hit 80 votes?
People who haven't voted for the boar yet, please vote for the boar. If you're
80
vote
votes
for the other one.
I'm gonna close it when we hit 80 votes. We're only a couple.
Do it. No, close it at an odd number.
No, because I want it to be a tie.
Okay, fair enough.
That's selfish of me. We only need three more people to vote. Come on, vote.
You're in there.
There's 114 people in chat.
You're listening.
Do it. Or we're gonna end the live stream. We're gonna end the live stream if you don't do it. I'm ending it in 3.
Don't throw.
Okay.
Idle.
Empty threats.
Empty threats out there. We're not.
I'm gonna turn this car around.
Turn this poll
I'm
around.
gonna turn this live stream around and go home.
Oh my gosh.
Nobody else is voting, so I'm just gonna end the poll.
All right.
Here we are.
Face to face.
Oh,
a couple
so
of silver spoons.
So close.
The boar did not make it. Sorry, everybody.
Look,
Sorry, the dark one.
I appreciate all of you voting, but you know, F all y'all. No, I'm just kidding. The you know, it's a noble loss.
The boar was such a cool appearance, though.
It's the official wheelie vote is a tie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
It'll go down in
so-
the annals as a tie.
Yes, the annals. Put it in there.
Get him in those annals.
What was the description that the Patreon episode, the one guy's review? He says he's talking about the bunkers of time. Was it? He said something like that.
Oh, I don't remember.
I no. This is the wrong time to ask.
That was a great analogy there. Wow, this was a great awards ceremony. This is better than those other ones you see on TV. You know,
I agree with
the
that.
Oscars and things like that, for
Yeah,
sure. I think it was better.
definitely.
I
Absolutely.
certainly had a lot more fun.
It was faster, so that's good. You didn't have to stay up till like, midnight to see who won, and then have a streaming service cut off the end.
Yes.
That
True.
happened this year. What streaming service was that? I don't remember. Was it Netflix?
Was it probably
There's
Amazon? No, I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, I think
It was
might have been
Netflix, I think. Yeah.
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 We don't want to go there.
No, we don't. I would say also, obviously, clearly, Oscars. If you're looking for anyone to replace Conan
Yeah.
next year, we've proven we've got the goods.
I
Yeah.
think we do.
Definitely.
We can host and run the show as well at the same time. Clearly.
and write all the jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then not
when
use
we're
them.
live on stage.
And then not use them.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I guess final thoughts. Are we doing final thoughts? What are we doing?
Yeah, that means it's
done.
over. So yeah, maybe we're still going to do some podcast episodes. So this isn't like our last episode. I don't know what we're going to what our plan is yet. We'll probably have to talk about that at some point. But
Yeah, probably not live on the air, but yes, we.
do you want to just hash it out right here on the live stream and
Yeah,
figure
we
out
can
what we're
just
going to do?
figure it out.
It's not over yet, so we can't. We have
Yes.
to keep on keeping on until we get the official word from
Yeah.
Rafe. That
All
there's
right,
no
so yeah,
vote.
I
That's what
would
mean.
say
Well, we have a topic for next week.
we have time for next week. I would say
we still got to do our what's it called? Our match, our versus game, our face smash game, where we
Our
put
what?
the one that we did last year with the most main character, where you pick it's a bunch of listed
Yeah.
characters and they go up against each other, and
yeah,
we
we've
can-
had other things. I think that
We don't have
Look,
a hard
you know,
got stuff to
barring-
talk about.
Yeah.
yeah, I think we're definitely through WalkCon of this year doing this, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do next after that. But I think to Jen's point, I have to tell you, like all joking aside, or whatever, I am very hopeful. Feels like a too weak of a word, but confidence too strong of a word. I think that there is a very good chance that somebody else is going to pick this show up. It's so well reviewed. It's so well done. It's there and it's ready to go. And I think that it's got a very large built-in audience. So I think that, all hope is not lost.
people are asking about Smash face smash. Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
I do now, but I don't know what you're talking about when you
I
say
don't know what the face smash
So
game is.
what was the game in the Social Network? Mark Zuckerberg in the
I've
beginning,
never
he
seen
makes
that.
the game where he puts the girls from Harvard, like who's better looking. He makes that program, and it's the same thing.
Right.
It's just two of them, one against another, and that's.
Yeah.
I've
I
never
think it
seen
was
this
called
one.
like Face Smash. I think that's what it was
It
called.
was
in the-
called Face Smash, but
Yeah.
I didn't realize. I thought, like, when I hear Face Smash, I think of If They Mated from Conan, where he puts the two faces together and makes one face. Like, so yeah, last year we did Who is the Main Character. We did like a giant.
Who's the most main
like,
character?
Who's the most main
Yeah.
character of the show? We're gonna do another one of those this summer. And
It was the books, not the show.
yeah, in the books, right? It was who's the most main character in the books, right? We had tens of thousands of votes. It was a huge amount. Very
It was like
scientifically
40,000 votes or something like
done. Yeah,
that.
it was really a large turnout.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna do something like that again this summer. Not the same one, but we're gonna do another one of those. And we've got other things that we have irons in the fire, baby.
We still got to do a rewatch too. I mean, we can't not do a rewatch. So
That's right.
yeah.
Well, we can't. We'll be able to cancel our Prime accounts then until we do the.
I don't even own the Prime account. It's my brother-in-law's account, so I can't even
okay.
cancel it. And I wouldn't because I use Amazon
I
to
know.
buy stuff all the time.
Agreed. But I wish I could.
And I get 5%. I would get 5% back on everything I purchase on Amazon.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry.
All right.
We'll be not canceling our Prime accounts.
I feel like a fraud now.
We hate you, Prime Video.
Well, look, I mean, I would
And
say
we're
this.
sending out bad
if you
news,
didn't-
you.
If you didn't buy a Prime account to watch The Wheel of Time, then you don't need to cancel the Prime account to not watch The Wheel of Time.
You should still watch The Wheel of Time, though, to
Yeah, if
show
you
them
love
what a
The Wheel of
mistake they
Time.
made.
Yeah, I think that's the best. And honestly, again, whatever. We were talking about this on our Discord earlier today. Yes, the announcement was made today that Amazon is not renewing the show, but it's clear from that announcement in and of itself that relationship between Amazon and Sony is not irrevocably destroyed. They're working together to promote season 3 for Emmy consideration. So, like, they could change their mind. And if a bunch of people watch the show and they go, well, maybe it's right? Like, don't
All right.
burn
I
it all
don't hate,
down.
I don't hate you. I'll take it back.
Well, I just want to say that, like, even though the show could be gone, and let's just say it is because they canceled it, and as of right now, it's gone. There's still the books, right?
The what now?
And there's still all the amazing people that we've met.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that's like the takeaway is like all the friendships and interesting people you've met and just relating with regarding the show. That's still here and that hasn't gone. And as you know, as it says in the Wheel of Time, there are neither beginnings nor endings to the Wheel of Time. So we'll be here next week. Well, not live, but
Well, if you want to listen live,
that's true. You could listen live if you go to our
Become a
Patreon. And it's only $1 to be able to listen to recordings live in Discord. So
Yeah, and watch us. Like, we're live there, too.
that's true. You can see us there.
Right. We're just not normally in jackets and stoles.
We dress up for every show. What are you talking about? Every podcast episode we dress up.
I think I've done at least one podcast with no shirt on.
I have not.
Still hope.
It's not over
Yeah.
yet.
All right, we'll have to get to that point before we end the show, I guess.
No.
I think this is a good place to close.
Probably.
I want to remind everyone to follow us on social media. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and Blue Sky. Join us over in Discord to continue the conversation there. We also post our episodes on YouTube, which is where you are right now. But we post our podcast episodes on YouTube, so be sure to like and subscribe to this page. Rate and review us wherever you listen to podcasts, and check out our merchandise and Patreon pages to support us that way. Links to all the aforementioned is in the the description below, so go check that out. Any final thoughts or words on these wheelies? I'm sorry, I just again want to thank Melindra for the design of the Wheelie Award and Omar for the logo. I don't know what's going on with like how the Renew Watt campaign is converting over to a Save Watt. There's going to be probably some conversations about that, and then you'll probably see some stuff out on social media with some more information. So be on the lookout for the Save Watt campaign. Yeah. Any thoughts, final words, Jen and Tom?
No.
Yeah. Thanks to everybody for being a part of this show for the last 6 years or so.
Don't make it sound like we're ending the show.
I know.
I'm not. I was just gonna have a clause and then say, and we'll see you in the next few years as this continues. My gosh, you know what? I've had just about enough of. No. We talked about, over the course of this show, multiple things that we're going to see you at, whether it be Malkier Con, WattCon, or whatever the case may be. this community is very important to all of us, right? The show's important to all of us, not the television show, which it is, but this show, what we do. And thank you, everybody.
Derp, derp. Derp, 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 derp.
Oh my god. Stop playing long sounds. He's chugging his whiskey.
Thanks everyone for listening and watching, I guess, too. And you'll hear us and maybe see us next time.